Okay, so let's move on to our writing exercise. So now that we've done all these little different parts, we are going to do this one actually together, not a competition. Okay, so let's take a look at these sentences, and from there we are actually going to create our own sentences. So Selena, can you read number 1, please?
I stood near the fire, examining the walking stick our visitor had left.
Yes, so these sentences should be very familiar to you guys since we saw these before. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and change what's underlined right here in the original sentence. So this first part, I stood near the fire. Let's change the word near. Okay, so Jamie, what can we change near to?
On.
Okay, I stood on. Now we need a what? John, what do we stand on?
Stood on the ship.
We stood on the ship. Okay, everybody go ahead and write that down. Ginny, what was examining again?
To look at.
To look at, okay? So looking at what? Go ahead and choose a subject.
Examining dolphins.
Okay, examining dolphins. Okay, now we have our visitor in our original sentence, so let's think of a who. So Jamie, who?
The pirates.
The pirates had left. Okay, so I want Ginny, read our new sentence for us.
I stood on the ship examining dolphins. The pirates had left.
The pirates left dolphins. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's a silly sentence, but it's okay. Okay. Pirate dolphins. Yay. Okay. So let's take a look at number 2. John, read number 2 for us, please.
From the stick, I guessed that Dr. Mortimer would be an elderly country doctor.
Very good. So same thing as before, we're going to change the words that are underlined. So we have from the stick, let's think of a thing. Let's go with Jamie.
The smartphone.
From the smartphone. I guessed that we have a person here, Dr. Mortimer. So let's go with Selena. Let's change this person.
Selena.
Okay, Selena. Would be, so before we had an elderly country doctor, so let's think of some adjectives first and then a type of person. Okay? John, let's go for it. What is Selena?
A silly student.
A silly student. All right, Selena, since this sentence is about you, go ahead and read it for us.
I don't like it, but from the smartphone, I guess that Selena would be a silly student.
Okay, if you don't like it, you can feel free to change it, okay? Don't worry too much. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you guys work on number 3, 4, 5, and 6 by yourselves, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys, let's say around 10 minutes, and then we'll go over them together. Now that time is over, let's go ahead and take a look at your responses. So number 3, let's have John.
Oh, good teacher.
Go for it.
I also guessed that she would do a lot of Instagramming in Japan. My story is still about Selena, students.
Ah, it's about Selena. Very good. Okay, so taking a look at the sentence, let's go ahead and go over these blanks together, okay? So Selena, he, she, is that okay?
That's fine.
It looks fine so far. And then a great deal of his visiting, a lot of Instagramming. Ginny, is that okay?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, and then this last part here, Jamie, on foot in Japan. It's a little bit different, but does it sound okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
John, great sentence. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to number 4 here. Jamie, we're gonna have you tell us your sentence.
Okay. Mom said you have the remarkable ability to never clean your room, as your mess helped guide me toward anger.
Okay, so I see one little mistake already. Do you see it?
Little M.
Little m changed to?
Big M.
Big M. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over these blanks and see if they're okay. Starting with the first blank here, Ginny, homes and mom. Are we okay so far? Okay, Selena, what about the next one?
Never clean your room is good.
Versus?
Inspire your genius.
Is it the same?
It's not same, but it's okay.
Yeah, of course, okay? So it doesn't have to be exactly the same as long as your sentence sounds, well, your sentence structure is okay, all right? And then the next part here, John, we have?
Your mistakes.
And?
Your mess. Small mistake, teacher.
Which one?
Should be messes.
Your messes.
Messes
Okay.
happen, teacher.
Messes happen. All right, very good. And our last one here, we have the truth and anger.